deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day.
Happy Wednesday, welcome back to the channel. We missed last week because I've not been doing anything majorly exciting, but I thought this week we would, as I always say, have a quick catch up and talk about the plans that I've got for the girls at the moment. And I'll also do you a bit of a recap as to what's been going off, because P's been here back now maybe 4 weeks, about a month, and we can talk through exactly what's been going off with her, what the plans are for P. P's really exciting at the moment, and it's really nice to have had that break from P, and then I'll explain kind of like how it is now, and it's lovely. I'm really when it continues, I'm really enjoying having her back. I think she's grown up a lot. I think the retraining yard she went to has been fabulous for her, and it's really nice at the moment. So we'll have a recap on that. We'll have a recap on what's going on with Moll, because Moll is doing this at the moment. We're having some highs and we're having some setbacks, and just general horses as they are. Yeah, I'm working from the yard today, so I thought, oh, give me a chance to do a bit of YouTubing in between writing indemnities. Ponies have got physio, poo picking, the usual. So let's go get them in, and I can talk you through, recap each one. Let's go. The different personalities of horses. So I don't know if you'll have seen from that time lapse, but I managed to catch P. P's a very good girl. P always likes to come in. Molly, now it's never good to catch Molly, so I don't necessarily put both head collars on the ponies and then take them both up the field, because Molly will just refuse to walk and it's just not worth the argument with her. So I usually let Molly make her own decision, and she comes up if she wants to. However, today she has decided no, actually, and she's walked herself back down to the bottom field and parked herself behind the fence. So this is where she's parked herself, because routine for the last 2 days has been like they have been fed in the field because I've had 2 days off. So Molly is, I think, wondering where her breakfast is, and she's a foodie, so she's gonna stay there till she gets it. Little does she know she's got to come in for breakfast today because it's physio day. However, oopsie, I fetched snacks now. See if we can persuade her. She has got a head collar on because I popped a head collar on because I thought she'd walk up. Come on, sausage. Pony captured. However, I need to make sure I've got enough apples to get to the top of this field, because otherwise she will protest. Molly is definitely one on her own. She teaches me patience on the daily. Right, I'll get her to the top. Myself a stick. We made it. We made it to the top of the field. I have, however, run out of apples, so I'm hoping we don't get a protest on the way in. Oh dear girl. Quirky. Both ponies captured, and in their respective houses. What was I going to say? What's really nice about that as well, silver linings and all, is that both ponies were quite happy for the other one to go away. So at one time these girls used to be really have a bit of separation anxiety. We've worked on that, because today neither of them gave her monkeys. Right, seeing as we're with this girl, I'll move the camera. She's still going camera shy. Seeing as we're with this girl, this is Molly, allergic to life. Oh, here we are. Hence why she's got so many rugs on. Fly masks. Ah! She's not a paid actor. She's literally just moving where she should be. Oh, yeah. So this is Molly. So let's do a bit of a recap. Should we see your pretty face? Yay! Let's do a recap of what's been going on with Molly. Here's a bit of footage. Some voiceover. So Molly got signed off by the vets and the physio to start some pole work. So what I was doing in the school was very basic poles set over on a walk stride and just taking her over them. It's to try and get her hind end engaged as well and get her working over her back a little bit more. She's got nothing on in terms of side reins or anything like that. She's merely just got a roller on and some lunge lines, as you can see there, and half a bridle. And I'm just walking her around and getting her to step over them. We're keeping everything in the moment in walk for Molly. She's going to take a bit of time to build back up after her time off and her injury, but she's doing really exceptionally well. And I just did it on both reins, and we do the session for around about 15 minutes. The ground's also helpful for her feet at the moment. She's got front shoes on but no backs, but that will be changing shortly when we get a full set popped back on for her. And I'm just doing it on the other rein here.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time.
The next step that we could actually do with her was taking her back in the school to pop her on the lunge, which was really good for her. Both girls, to be fair, are really good for lunging, but here she's just in walk. Again, we're doing everything in walk for Molly, trying to keep her nice and calm and just getting her used to going back round again in a circle, and she did exceptionally well.
And my heart's beating fast when it's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that it moves and the way that it laughs, so I can't get enough. Think about him all the time. I can get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter.
The next step was super exciting. Saddle checks, everything was happy, so we could start getting Molly back out, walk hacking. And this was the first time I'd sat back on her. The pellum's in her mouth, by the way, because this was just a bridle that I had set up. She is not in the pellum now, as she does not need it. She needed it when she did fast hacking previous. So this has been what we've been up to, just walk hacking her out.
It's the way that it moves and the way that it laughs, so I can't get enough. Think about him all the time. I can get him off my mind.
I've been really working on the trailer loading too, and Molly has managed now to get all 4 feet on the ramp. So that is a little update of Miss Molly Moo. Heads off shot, but we're working with it. Really the plans for her at the minute is we have physio and checks today, because I didn't feel she was 100% the last time that I got on her. So it's lovely that we're now back riding and we're able to get a saddle on her and able to get her out hacking, but I just felt there was something still not right, and I'd rather wait and get some expert advice than push her and have anything wrong at all. It could be that she's still waiting for back shoes to be put on, so we'll see. But on the whole, Molly's progress has been excellent, and I'd love to see this little mare. She's not so little, she's the biggest one in the crew. I'd love to see her go and enjoy herself. Like, she loved the beach, she loved going out, and it's just a shame that we've got to tackle these little bits of sticking points because of her little quirky nature. But that's Molly. On to Podworth, P. Pod. She gets called so many different names, don't you, sweetheart? I always think P looks a little bit like a cartoon pony with a face. So what's P been up to? Should we give them an update? Because you've been an exceptional good girl, haven't you? There is a story of P, and there's also a video on why I decided to let P go, because I was just really struggling to ride P. She did terrify me, at one point. She's very, very sharp. She's like, lies. But she seems to have come back just amazing, and I think the retraining's done her good. I think the break's done her good. You're just exceptional. So here is Pod's little update of the last couple of weeks. As P has been off for quite a few months, it was all about the hacking for P. So I've been out and about in the country parks. If you follow my stories on Instagram, you'll see us out at 5 a.m. most mornings before work. We've just been really just enjoying time, getting that bond back together, but also just getting her out to see the world. She's hacked out with Tan there, but she's also hacked out on her own, and she's just proving to be absolutely fantastic. Here you can see we've also done a canter in an open field, both with company and without. Again, cannot fault her. She's a little bit spooky, but she's getting better, and I think the more she gets out, the better she will become. I also mirrored what I did with Molly as well. So to start taking her back in the school, because this is a bit of a step I've got to get over with P, started doing some walk poles, just exactly the same as what Molly was doing, in a roller, and just lunge lines with half a bridle, and we're just doing the poles both ways to just get us starting to think about flat work again. I wanted to do the hacking so that she built up a little bit of muscle and a bit of fitness before I threw her into the school and started making her go on circles again. So this is just a very basic start for P back into her school work. And she also, again mirroring what I did with Molly, started a bit of work on the lunge, but P can be moved up to like trot work on the lunge. She could be at times previous quite explosive on the lunge, but she's just not put a hoof wrong. She has been so good. I don't know whether I'm more confident, it's working better together as a partnership. She's just been so good since she came back. It's really positive, and I can't wait to see what we get up to. Trailer training continues with P as well. I'm now getting where she's tied up. So what can I say? She's just been an absolute little superstar. So plans for you. Pod's got some exciting plans coming up. So we've done the hacking, we've got a fit, or we're getting a fit. She's nowhere near fitness level yet, but we're getting a fit. Now is the challenge of getting her back in the school. So this is an area as well that really, I've got a bit of fear about it, because Pod used to be a little bit of, she used to just be difficult in the school. She used to tank off. She used to bronk a little bit. I think she used to get side eyes, stinky eye. I think she used to get a bit bored. So we've got a plan. She's going for her first flat work lesson on Saturday. So that will be a vlog. We'll vlog that. And then this week we're also starting introduction to poles and a bit of jumping, because I've got Pod booked into some things. So I would love to have a bit of a goal for Pod to try and get her to the BE Bramham 80 Championships. It's well within my capability, it's well within her capability, and I think it's an achievable goal. It's lovely to set these big goals of, oh, we want to get to novice and everything else like that, but you need some realistic goals along the way. So, she's spied. Not saying that novice is not realistic. I just think it's hard work and there's a long way to go yet. So let's try and see if we can get to Bramham 80. So because of that, her training's got to trying to kick off. So she's got a stressless dressage competition coming up on the 25th of August, and I've booked her into a mini one-day event at Epworth in September. So watch this space. So that's a little bit of what you've missed in the last week or so. Interesting stuff. So the next thing today is Pod has got physio. Her first physio session was Lauren, so I'm interested to see what Lauren thinks, anything that we need to work on, etc. And Molly has got, she's not coming to say hello, but she's in there. Molly has got her physio session with Lauren. She's quite used to Lauren, and she's also got a bit of a vet check to see, just to make sure that everything's all right. They've got weight checks today as well, so guess the weight of the ponies. Answer, put it in the comments what you think my ponies weigh, and we'll catch up after they've been. So that is everything physio done. Weigh bridged, measured, all happy. Physio is so happy with Molly in particular. We think it's down to her back shoes, and that's why she's feeling a little bit footsore, and that's what I can feel. So that has been arranged for Tuesday, so she's going to have her full set put back on. But other than that, they are super happy with her. Where's she gone? She's in the corner with her mates. They're super happy with her. They think her recovery and the work that we've done with her is phenomenal. And as I finish, I'm going to tell you their heights and weights, because Molly's we had to redo 3 times because the vet wasn't even convinced. Place your bets. So this is the moose, this is Molly. She weighed in at 597 kg and she measured 16.1. So where's she hiding it? Because I always think she's always slightly on the underweight, but they reckon she's just got hell of a muscle on her from all the long lining we've been doing. To be honest, she's having a bit of a naked couple of hours because I do feel for her in all the rugs. And then we have this one. Pod's been asleep. If you've seen, I'll pop the next vibe on as to how they were after their session because it's quite cute. Pod measured in at 15.3 on her tippy toes. She was 15.2 in a bit, and her weight was 559, I believe, round about that anyway. So she's great weight. So they were both, the vet was happy with them both and said absolute lovely horses. So let's bring it on. And on that note, I will leave you with the gorgeous sunshine of Yorkshire and say look forward to the next week, because Podworth is going on her first trip out for a lesson with the wonderful Jess at Heebie-Jeebies, and we're going to have a look at her flat work, get her back in the school and see what we've got to work with. So thanks for watching. I'll leave you with the vibe after physio and the vets have been, and I'll see you next week. Keep it real.
We're dreaming.